Hello, and welcome to the Minnesota WIC 2024 Pre-Conference Award Celebration and Know Before You Go. We thank you for joining us in this space. My name is Carol Kalnoffer. I am the WIC Training Coordinator at the state and will be presenting today along with other state staff. This is a quick agenda of what we will cover today. Since our conference is only one day this year, we are presenting our awards this way so that we are best able to maximize the time spent at the conference learning and engaging with our speakers and other staff from across the state. We will start with a tribal agreement before we move into each content area. The Tribal State Relations Acknowledgement Statement. The state of Minnesota is home to 11 federally recognized Indian tribes with elected tribal government officials. The state of Minnesota acknowledges and supports the unique status of the Minnesota tribal nations and their absolute right to existence, self-governance, and self-determination. The United States and the state of Minnesota have a unique relationship with federally recognized Indian tribes, formed by the Constitution of the United States, treaties, statutes, case law, and agreements. The state of Minnesota and the Minnesota tribal governments significantly benefit from working together, learning from one another, and partnering where possible. The Minnesota Department of Health recognizes, values, and celebrates the vibrant and unique relationship between the 11 tribal nations and the state of Minnesota. MDH believes that the partnerships formed through a government to government relationship with the 11 tribal nations will effectively address health disparities and lead to better health outcomes for all Minnesotans. And I will pass it over to Tina.
Thank you, Carol. Hello, my name is Tina Breitenbach, and I'm the Breastfeeding Training and Communication Supervisor. I'm honored to be able to announce the Service Award recipients for 2024. At each WIC conference, we recognize and announce years of service awards for staff that have been working in the WIC program for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40 years. Working for the WIC program can be challenging, but equally rewarding and fulfilling. Whether you have worked for a month or 40 years in WIC, the work you do matters for the health and well-being of others, and we'd like to take the time to highlight the staff that have met these year increments. Rather than reading each name and agency, I will pause to allow time on each slide for you to individually read. I will begin with the 5-year service awards. We have a total of 3 slides dedicated to the 5-year service awards. For the 5-year awards, we had 35 local agencies, including 1 MDH staff member. Within these 35 agencies, we had 74 staff receiving the 5-year service award this year. Years of service certificates and pins will be given out at the check-in table at our WIC conference on September 26th. Congratulations to the 74 staff that will be receiving the 5-year award. Next are the staff that have worked in WIC for 10 years. We had 20 local agencies and 2 staff from MDH represented on the next 2 slides that are eligible for the 10-year service awards this year. Within those agencies, we have a total of 45 staff members that will be receiving the 10-year service award this year. Congratulations to all of you. Next are the 15-year service awards. Across the next 2 slides, we had 25 local agencies and 3 staff from MDH that met the criteria for 15 years of service. Within those agencies, there are 48 staff eligible for the 15-year award this year. Again, congratulations to all of you. Next up are the 20-year service awards. On the next 2 slides, you will see that we had 22 local agencies and 2 MDH staff represented for the 20-year service awards. In all of those agencies, we had 30 staff eligible for the 20-year award, which is remarkable. Congratulations to all of you receiving the 20-year service award. Next are the 25-year service awards. We had 12 local agencies represented and 16 staff this year that were eligible for the 25-year service awards. Again, congratulations to all of you. Moving to the 30-year service awards this year, we had 8 local agencies represented and 2 MGH staff eligible, for a total of 10 staff, including 2 retirees. A big congratulations to all of you. Next, we have the 35-year service awards. We are lucky enough to have 2 local agencies represented and 2 staff eligible for this award. Such great dedication and commitment to the WIC program. Congratulations, Mary Jo and Pam. And finally, we do have one 40-year service award. A very big congratulations to Wendy Shepard, representing Olmsted County. Your dedication and passion for the WIC program is inspirational. Again, congratulations to the 230 staff members receiving a service award this year. Thank you all for your endless dedication and compassion with the families we serve. Also, a thank you also goes out to anyone that may not be receiving a service award this year. Each one of you impacts the lives of women, infants, and children across Minnesota. Next, I'm honored to be able to recognize our Minnesota WIC Everyday Hero Awards from 2023. Here is a quick recap of what the Everyday Hero Awards are. The Everyday Hero Award recognizes and honors the great work and commitment of local agency staff, anyone and everyone who works in WIC, support staff, CPAs, coordinators, receptionists, and others who support the various WIC local operations. Staff nominated exemplify the spirit of participant-centered services and strive every day to make WIC a great experience for participants. They're able to see WIC service through the eyes of participants, ensuring that people feel valued and respected. They are role models for others in their agency. This award is given out every 2 years, and nominations are coordinated by the WIC Advisory Group. 2021 Everyday Hero Awards were honored at the 2021 virtual conference. The latest winners are, again, from 2023, and they are Jennifer Yang from St. Paul Ramsey, Myra Monarez from Dodge County, Meg Shaluter from Meeker, McLeod Sibley, and also Michelle DeVries from Cass County. Congratulations again to all the Everyday Hero winners. Thank you for all you do on a daily basis to improve the lives of our WIC participants. Your peers and coworkers have taken notice, and this award represents the respect and admiration for the work you do. Next, I will pass it along to Carrie.
Great, thanks, Tina. I'm Carrie Klun, and I'm the Peer Breastfeeding Coordinator, and I have the honor of sharing about the Breastfeeding Awards of Excellence. The USDA Breastfeeding Excellence Award Program was established to recognize local WIC agencies that have provided exemplary breastfeeding promotion and support activities. Eligible agencies must have operated a peer counseling program for at least 1 year and met all the required peer counseling components. Awards are valid for 4 years. The awardees will be announced at the award celebration on August 1st. If you're watching this live, we hope that you can join us at 2 p.m. on August 1st to cheer on the Minnesota nominees. I want to congratulate Minnesota's 4 award nominees. The Premier Award is given to agencies with 15% or higher of their infants exclusively breastfed or having a rate of exclusively breastfed infants at 25% or higher in the most recently published year of data. We have 2 awardees in Minnesota at the gold level. Congratulations to Anoka County and Lake County. And then we have 2 award nominees in Minnesota at the premier level, Carlton County and Itasca County. Anoka County WIC program is located just north of the Twin Cities. They serve a diverse population of WIC participants with a caseload of around 5,300. Anoka County WIC is collaborating with their local birthing hospital to provide lactation education. Using co-effective grant funds, they will host a speaker covering different breastfeeding topics geared towards hospital staff. Additional funds will be used to cover the cost for 3 hospital staff members to complete their CLC training. They are hopeful that this event will increase collaboration between their county's only birthing hospital and WIC. And pictured here, you can see their amazing peer counselor team. Carleton County WIC Clinic is located in Greater Minnesota, a rural county in the northeast Arrowhead region, just outside of a larger metropolitan area nestled on the shores of Lake Superior. They serve roughly 550 women, infants, and children participating in the WIC program each month. Their breastfeeding peer counselor is Alyssa Olson. She is the proud mother of 4 beautiful children whom she breastfed, including a set of twins. Alyssa has been working as a peer counselor in Carleton County for over 7 years and consistently serves around 20 to 25 clients in the peer program, using her training and experience in lactation to help her clients on their breastfeeding and lactation journeys. The Itasca County WIC program is mostly rural and serves approximately 718 participants a month and has 1 peer counselor. All their CPAs are trained in lactation as DBEs, with several trained as CLS and 1 IBCLC. The program holds WIC in Grand Rapids as well as outreach WIC clinics in Big Fork, Deer River, and Keewatin. With funds from a SHIP grant, they recently remodeled their lactation room. It is available for nursing parents to feed their babies before or after WIC appointments, as well as providing a place for lactation education. Their most recent work is utilizing an equity and lactation grant. They're providing incentives and encouragement to their lactating participants in the hopes that they can increase duration rates of exclusive breastfeeding. And here's the lovely picture of their WIC team. Lake County WIC is a small clinic with 1 registered nurse, 1 registered dietitian, 1 clerk, and 1 peer breastfeeding counselor. They currently have 8 clients in their peer program. They conduct WIC clinics every other week at 2 different cities in Silver Bay and 2 harbors within their county. They are a rural county of around 10,000 people, and being such a small county, many of their staff wear multiple hats, such as their dietitian also works at the local hospital, and their nurse also works in the local jail. Every year they have a tabling event at the farmers market and have a raffle for a basket of supplies for new breastfeeding mothers. You can see some of their outreach activities here. And now I'll pass it on to Rosie.
Thanks, Carrie. I'm Rosie Pierce-Martin. I'm the breastfeeding coordinator for State of Minnesota WIC, and I'm here to announce the State Breastfeeding Award winners. Before I start, I just want to acknowledge the hard work that all of these agencies do to support breastfeeding. When the WIC program started in 1974, less than 30% of infants ever breastfed, and only 7% of infants were breastfed for 3 months or more. Things have changed a lot since then. As you can see, breastfeeding rates have steadily gone up, and now the majority of infants start out breastfeeding. Minnesota WIC data from the last 23 years shows steady progress that WIC has made to increase breastfeeding amongst all race and ethnicity groups. This progress is in part due to the hard work and dedication of you, our WIC staff. Thank you for making the time to build knowledge in breastfeeding and creating the space for participants to ask for help. Thank you for always supporting our families who want to breastfeed, yet they face so many challenges. You are making the difference for the children and families of Minnesota, and we appreciate you. It's so inspiring, the work that you do, and today I want to acknowledge a few agencies that have made great strides in their breastfeeding rates over the past 5 years. Thank you again to all our Minnesota WIC staff for your efforts to promote and support breastfeeding. And next, I'll announce the award winners. For fully breastfed at certification, these agencies increased the number of infants certified as fully breastfeeding by 20 percentage points or more in the last 5 years. Benton, Chisago, Clay, Houston, North Country, Scott Carver, St. Louis, and St. Paul Ramsey. Congratulations to our award winners. For breastfeeding at 3 months, increasing breastfeeding rates at 3 months by 20 percentage points or more in the last 5 years. We have Des Moines Valley, Fond du Lac, Houston, Meeker, Morrison, Moore, Murray, Pipestone, Redwood, and North County. Thank you for all your hard work. And our last award, breastfeeding at 1 year. This is increasing breastfeeding rates at 1 year by 20 percentage points or more in the last 5 years. Horizon, Murray, and Polk Norman Monoman. I want to thank you again, everyone, for your hard work promoting and supporting breastfeeding. And I will now pass it to Carol.
As I shared before, my name is Carol Kalnoffer. I'm the WIC training coordinator. I'm going to be sharing some reminders and tips for the in-person conference. Going to the conference. The Minnesota WIC 2024 training conference will be held at the DoubleTree by Hilton Hotel, Bloomington, Minneapolis South. Hopefully, many of you have already registered for the full day in-person event. If you have not, you'll find the link to register as well as other conference information on our Minnesota WIC 2024 training conference webpage. Each individual staff member should register separately. This will help ensure that we are able to make accommodations for all attendees. When registering, please be sure to use the email that you most commonly use. Once you have registered, you will receive a confirmation email back. If you do not, first check your junk or spam mail, and then, if needed, you can email health.wic@state.mn.us and we can send you a copy. We will be closing the registration on Friday, September 6th, so please be sure to be signed up before then. On to food. We will be offering a breakfast buffet and lunch at the conference for all attendees. There will also be an afternoon snack and beverage service throughout the day. If you prefer special coffee or tea drinks, the hotel does have a cafe near the entrance, and there is also a Caribou right across the parking lot from the hotel. If you are planning to stay overnight or planning to get together with friends or coworkers after the conference, there are many restaurants, walking trails, and stores within the area of the hotel. We have links on our conference webpage in the Know Before You Go section to help you explore the area near and around the venue. While we cannot accommodate older children at the conference, we do welcome infants under the age of 6 months. We'll have a lactation room available for those that need to pump, feed, or just need a quiet spot to sit and relax with their infant. We will also have a prayer or meditation room set up for those that need to utilize that area. Okay, a few other things to consider. Parking is free and there's lots of it. But however, since we are in Minnesota, we do encourage you to check the road conditions and construction for the day and plan accordingly for your travel. Lastly, due to the tight schedule, if you are planning to bring any formula or any other equipment to trade or give to another agency, please plan your transfer times accordingly. We don't want you to miss anything. And also, just a reminder, the state office will not be taking in any materials left behind, so you will be responsible to handle the transfer and removal of all of these items. Both the pre and post-conference events will be held on the Minnesota Department of Health Learning Center. The pre-conference will include 2 keynote speakers and will be available for continuing education credits. Notification will be sent out via the Wednesday email when it is ready for viewing. The day of the live conference itself is an in-person only event. There is no virtual option. The number of credits available for the in-person conference will depend upon the sessions attended. We will be applying for credits for all the speaker sessions. The post-conference will be available within a few months of the live conference. As with the pre-conference, notification will be sent out when it is ready for viewing. The event will include a combination of recordings from the live conference, which will include a Q&A portion, and also sessions that were pre-recorded by some of our breakout speakers without the live Q&A. The number of credits available will depend on the total length of the recordings and also the sessions attended. Finally, I wanted to share that we will be hosting an almost paperless conference. The agenda and speaker PowerPoint presentations will be posted for a limited time on our website in advance of the conference and up to 1 month following. If you want them available to you at the conference, please consider downloading them to an electric device for convenient note-taking, or you may print them off to bring with you for the day. For your convenience, there will be free Wi-Fi for all attendees, and a QR code will be available in multiple places throughout the conference venue to access the agenda and PowerPoints virtually as needed. I am now going to pass it to Jenny.
All right. Hi, I'm Jenny Skinner. I'm the Policy and Civil Rights Coordinator, and I'm going to talk a bit about accessibility and accommodations at the conference. We aim to make this conference a welcoming, inclusive event. As an attendee, you play an important role in this. As we think about how we can make this conference accessible to all attendees, I'd love for you to keep in mind the question, what would you appreciate from our WIC community and hosts so that you can show up fully for this conference? It helps us move into a space of grace, understanding, and asking for what we truly need. Some things we can do to support our community include things like all of us committing to using a microphone when we ask questions so that everyone can hear. Raise your hand and ask the presenter to describe what's happening if they offer a silent video for the benefit of those who might not be able to see well. We're a neurodiverse community, and we don't all communicate and express ourselves the same way. Some people prefer direct, literal communication, and others talk in idioms and metaphors. Some people need extra time to process and respond. Communication is a two-way process, so let's be flexible and accommodate different communication styles. Sometimes a person may need to leave in the middle of a session or flap their hands or pace up and down or go to a quiet space, and that's okay. So if someone's behavior seems strange to you, don't make assumptions, talk to them directly. Also, side conversations can be incredibly distracting during presentations, so keep them to a minimum so we can all focus on the valuable messages that are being shared. Be aware of attendees using canes or wheelchairs and give them room to get around. Give up aisle seats if someone needs it. Understand that many feel safest by continuing to wear a mask in public places. Some of us are more sensitive to smells, sounds, and lights than others. Please do not use flash photography as it can induce migraines. Please avoid wearing perfume or aftershave or bringing other strong smells with you. These are actions that add up to a truly inclusive event where we all feel welcome. Let's make this conference an amazing experience for everyone. I'm going to pass it back to you, Carol.
Thank you for taking the time to join us and listen in as we celebrate all the amazing work being done by all our WIC partners across the state. We also hope we have helped to both excite and prepare you for our in-conference event. Please reach out using the health.wic email if you have any questions or concerns leading up to the conference. Have a great day, everyone.